off. Oh gosh, there we go again. That happens every week. I did switch the audio over this week, but it didn't actually click the button. Anne-Marie, hello, my love. Hello, Journey. What an interesting name. What an interesting name. Beautiful. Journey, I like your energy. I'm just going to come to you. Wanu, is that your surname? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So I'm just going to siphon through some of the messages. Journey's after some guidance. Lavender oil, that is correct. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do have my audio on now. So yeah, I did think I hit it this week. I was very cautious, but it didn't click across. Beautiful, just going through all the names. Gorgeous, gorgeous Catrice. Hello, everyone who's watching. There's some people watching on my page as well. Hello, Pavati, Emma, Wade, hello. Carol, beautiful. There should be sound. Hopefully that's fixed itself, Carol. Carol's just posted that I can't hear you. Feeling empty. Penny, I have seen you pop up. Penny Brand, feeling a bit empty. I'm going to come to you. So I've got Jodes Lee, Journey Wanu, if that's how you pronounce your surname, and Penny Brand at the moment. Penny who's feeling a little bit empty. Now I do a lot of different kinds of readings. I do business readings if you're a business owner, relationships, one-on-one, which can be very detailed. Jodes is after general. Perfect. I've just popped you down, my friend. So there you go. And yeah, if there's anything specific, if you've got a specific question, anything like that, then please let me know. And I can go in and have a look at what's going on there. James, I've seen your message. Can you check me? I'm not sure what that means, whether you think you've got an attachment or something, but maybe if you can give me a bit more specifics, James, that would be amazing. Beautiful, beautiful. Trudy, fabulous. Thank you everyone who's logging on tonight. Paul Anthony Wallace, first timer. Just coming to Paul. Now let me know where you're from in the world too. That would be amazing. Love to know where you will come from, new person. Paul, let me know if there's anything that you want me to draw around, and I can have a look at that for you. And as I said, I'm happy to do mediumship if you want that, but just be specific. So I've got my mediumship cards here, which are the butterflies. I tend to use those when I'm doing readings in this forum. In the faster forum, one-on-one, we use different cards, but I tend to use butterflies when I'm in this forum. I've got some relationship cards here. I've got career. So if there's any guidance you need around career and that sort of thing, we can do that. Also some star seeds if you're looking up that way. Crystal Grid Oracle. We've got some general ones as well. So general, which I use for general guidance, depending on what you're after. So just sorting all my cards. Fairies I've got here as well. They're great for kids, health, animals, all of that sort of stuff. Joe's is after general. So I'm just going to connect to Joe's energy and just see what I need for her. I might use goddess guidance for you, Jodes. I'm feeling quite drawn to them for you. So this is all intuitive for me. So I'm really just going through asking my guides, you know, where I need to go for different people, and just using my intuition. Now I do mentorship one-on-one and also in groups. So there is a link to my page in the post for this video. So if you feel to investigate that a little bit more, any of the other services, readings, healings, all of those sorts of things, there's a link in the post for this video, and feel free to do that. Now I am clairvoyant, so I do have my eyes shut a fair bit, so I don't feel like I'm ignoring you. Oh, myself and my granddaughter Sienna, that's 16 months, please. Justine with the D, your granddaughter Sienna, so she's 16 months old. Love reading my granddaughter, that's 16 months. Just if you could confirm that, because I've got the kid cards here. Justine with the D. I know we've done a reading together before. Just let me know if your granddaughter's 16 months. I think that's what you're saying. So I'll use the child cards for her. I'm just not entirely sure I'm understanding that correctly. So just if you could clarify for me, Justine. Ooh, Kyra, K-A-I-R-A, Shalu. You've just drawn my attention. You're asking around career. So I'm just going to pop you on my notepad here. What type of job? So this is really around life purpose. I'll use my life purpose cards. And we're asking about the type of job. Good. Very good question. Love that. Beautiful. Paul Anthony, first time. Geraldine, Allison, beautiful. Another career question. Love that. Melinda, happy to do that, but please let me know specifically who you're hoping to connect with, because in this forum it does take a little bit of time just to sort of search around for anyone and everyone. So if you could just let me know who you're after to connect with in mediumship, so loved one on the other side, then that would be amazing. Alison Pierce, another career question. I'm going to put you after Kyra, because those questions go very well together. So kind of same. So I'll do the two of them one after the other, which is wonderful. So thank you for asking the question. Wow, Kelly, yay. Kelly, I'm going to use the kid cards for you. So they are my children's wellbeing cards. I do a lot of readings for families with these. So I do read for children, quite young. I've read for babies. And when I say babies, it's when they've got some sort of thing where they're, not sleeping, they're crying a lot, stuff like that. So I use my guides to tell me, what we need to know there. So when the child, is sometimes a little bit older or a baby, we can use those children's wellbeing cards, and they're really, really powerful. So Kelly, I'm going to do that with you. You're in Perth, toddler and abilities. So I'm going to use the kid cards for you, just to see what we need to know about your child. So I'll pop that one under the children's wellbeing cards. We've got a couple of those, so that's wonderful. Now, if you do have kiddies watching with you, Belinda, hello. Husband's exam. Belinda, let me draw a card for you around hubby's exam. Belinda's watching on my page, Michelle R. Price, the light worker. Hubby's exam. Anyway, we're going to get into the readings because I get very easily distracted. But keep posting. If I haven't looked at you, then just copy and paste your comment, and I will come back to you if energy draws me there. There's a couple of people. Beautiful, Melinda. Thank you. Husband Michael or my dad. Melinda, so just popping down some mediumship inquiries here. So Melinda Thompson's asking about husband Michael or dad. Connecting to those people, husband, Michael or dad. Great. So if there is someone on the other side you want to communicate with, then that's perfect. That's what Melinda's just done. And I'm just going to pop medium down there. So I do all the mediumship at one time. All right, Jodes, coming back to you, my friend. First timer, just after general. These are goddess guidance cards during virtue that I'm using at the moment. Now I am closing my eyes, as you can see, so I can't see. Hello, Mick. I'm able to see you for a little while, but if you would like to connect with me, copy and paste your comment, and then just post it when I've got my eyes open, and I will check in between each reading to see who's commenting, who needs a reading, who needs a connection. And I come to those that I'm drawn to always. But it doesn't mean that if I come past you initially that I won't come back. So just keep posting. All right, so Jodes Lee, just connecting to you, and you're after something a bit general. So just going to see what I need to know about you as I connect to your energy. Joyce, what I want to say, it's interesting. It's a long, long way to run. It's a song. It's a lyric from a song, Long, Long Way to Run. And it's like, it feels like almost like a marathon, but this is life for you. And it feels like, I'm in it for the long haul. It's like we've started this journey, I'm going to keep going. But it feels like it's in it for the long haul, and it's long, long way to run, I think is the lyric, or long way to come, or something like that. But that's what it feels like. So it's a long journey, whatever we're going through at the moment, but I've like embarked on this, and I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully that makes sense. Jodes, charisma comes up, and this did come up in a reading for someone else with me today. Charisma, so that's something a little bit different, something a bit unique that stands out about you, and I feel like that's important to mention and just sort of have a think about and how I'm using that in my life. But I feel like charisma, that's your energy. So sometimes people with great charisma, they walk into a room and it's like moth to a flame. Everyone comes running, they want to stand next to you, talk to you, that sort of thing. So I feel like just notice that, and whether you're utilizing that as well, your charisma. It makes us a little bit different and a little bit unique, and is a great attribute. So I'm just drawing some cards for you at the moment. That feels good. All right, so just see, wow, that's a good one. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. So guiding children, that's passed into now. That's generally sort of working with, helping, healing the little ones. So working with kids in particular. That can also relate to family sometimes, but mostly it is working with, helping, healing children. It could be a teacher, anyone working in that industry. I mean, I work with children in the industry I'm in, but I'm not a teacher. But I am, I guess, sort of a spiritual counselor sometimes. So that resonates with myself as well. Mary Magdalene is unconditional love. That's coming in from heart space. Generally, what we're looking at there is unconditional love for self. But can be relating to others as well. We'll just see what the overall message is for you, but they actually tie in really well together. Mother Earth is a little bit usually around sustainability, thinking more sustainably, you know, what sort of footprint am I leaving on the earth, and potentially passing that on to the younger generation as well. So that's, you know, there's a big movement towards not using plastic and all those sorts of things. So yeah, perfect. Medicine Woman's on the bottom of the deck, and that's a bit of a healing ability as well. Sometimes that can tie in with a past life for me as well, but definitely got the healing ability. So I'm just going to check here and see what we need to know. Unconditional love's an interesting one for me. I just want to check what we need to know for Jodes. Yeah. This is really nice. In the present, this is passion and fire. This is unconditional love, though. So I don't know what's coming up under that, but it's almost like more compassion for myself is actually allowing the fire. Fire comes from root chakra. The fire, you know, motivation, all of those things to start to supercharge. And that's coming from root chakra. So I feel like giving back to myself, you know, something that's receiving, being more feminine, you know, pampering up myself, stuff like that. And it actually feels like it's switching on that root chakra, and then everything happens from there. It starts in root. It's like the passion, fire, motivation. It comes to sacral, where we're creating, and then solar plexus, where we're doing the action. So I feel like that one's really important to work through with you. But definitely guiding, helping children, and we've got the healing abilities as well. On the bottom of the deck is your clarifier. So have a think about how that may apply in your life. But at the moment is lots of compassion for yourself. Journey, let me just come to you. I just want to see where they want me to go. Do I want to do crystals? Okay. So Journey, just going to come to you for a moment. So we're just going to do the crystals. Okay, who else have I got? Oh, wow. PTSD, is it, Jodes? Wow, that's a long, yeah, that makes sense. The journey makes sense. Beautiful. That's really good feedback, yeah, you're in it for the long haul. Jodes, and I can definitely feel that. But you're making inroads. Yeah, you're making inroads. You just got to keep doing. Yeah, got to keep doing that. And that makes sense a little bit with the root chakra. When the root chakra is out of alignment, it throws everything else out. So finances, you know, home, car, you know, all of those sorts of practical things become a little bit more difficult if the root chakra is out. So it might be worth getting that checked, because the PTSD may have thrown that out. So it might be worth getting that root chakra checked with yourself. Oh, Colette, I can feel that. Colette, I'm just having a look at your message. Confused and oh my love, I really feel that with you. I can feel your heart space, Colette. As soon as I read your name, I just feel heart pain in here. Confused, oh love. I'm going to come to you, Colette. You're on my list. So we're talking about a choice, negativity, that sort of thing. I may not remember all the detail. I only write in shorthand, but hopefully I'll remember. Big choice. If you get anything, please, going with this choice. So choice, negative or positive. So I've got you on my list, and I will come to you, Colette, because I can feel that in your heart space. You really need this, and I try to come to people who I feel really, really need it. Elsie, you're on my list. Elsie's after a card as well, a little bit of guidance. So Elsie's on my list as well. I can feel you need it too. Card. All right, so going to just come to a couple of people so we can get the readings moving along. Journey, just going to come to you for general. Journey, I'm just going to come into your energy for a second. It won't hurt, I promise. So what I'm actually doing is I'm connecting sort of almost remotely, and it's how I do healings and all that sort of stuff when I'm not face-to-face with somebody. Now, if you do want to book a reading or anything like that, oh, beautiful, Colette. Love that. I'm definitely coming to you, my friend. If you want a reading or a healing or anything like that from me, I do a beautiful reading healing combo. Which is really popular, an hour and a half of just pampering, a lot of pampering, a lot of reading and guidance and all that sort of stuff, then please feel free to book, and I have a link in this post. So you can actually click book now and check my availability. So Jenny, I'm just going to come to you, just going to connect into your energy and see what I need to mention. Yeah. Jenny, a lot of spirit around you, a lot of spirit energy. And I don't say this for everybody because I don't feel it for everybody, but I do feel spirit energy around you. Now, that was face down. So if you see cards flying out and I'm not picking them up and looking at them, then it's because they're face down and my intention is for them to be face up. So Jenny, lots of spirit energy. And what it actually feels like is ancestral for you. So ancestral energy crowding around. Yeah, really big. Ooh, goosebumps. Really big goosebumps. So a lot of ancestral energy around you at the moment. So feeling that support. Hope you feel that support. It's a full room in here. We are going to get into mediumship in a sec as well. So if there is someone you wanted to communicate with, any of the people who are watching tonight, please let me know. Please be specific. One-on-one, we can just bring through whoever. But when we're doing it in this forum, it's easier for me to know who I'm communicating with, so I can just bring them through, bring the messages through in a prompt manner, so we can get to as many people as possible. Because all of you need it, let's face it. Journey, wow, this is good. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Ruby is shine, that's passed into now. So that's good, you know, that's finding your feet, allowing yourself to, you know, shine essentially. So showing your true self. It's a little bit like what I was saying with Jodes, you know, that charisma, we want that to come out, you know, that thing that makes you a little bit different. That's passed into now. So that's having you think about what is it that I want to present to the world? You know, what do I want to present? What do I want to do, you know, for my life purpose and things like that. So really having a think about that. Healthy boundaries is saying no to others' demands in your time and energy. So when we say yes to too many people and we don't really want to do those things, it means resentment and it's doing it out of obligation, and we don't want to do that. So healthy boundaries, saying no to others' demands on our time and energy, is actually respecting ourselves. And it's a little feminine as well, taking back, it's receiving and not just doing, which is quite yang. So connecting into that feminine energy with you in the moment. Healthy boundaries was, heart healing rather, was upside down. And I was talking about heart with another lady that I was just connecting to, where I could feel the pain in her heart. So same with you, that's moving forward. We're doing a little bit of heart healing. And that can be as simple as, you know, hand over heart, you know, asking for the healing, feeling the energy entering your heart. There's also some beautiful heart breath meditations, connecting heart and mind and things like that moving forward, which would be good for shifting anything that's sitting in your heart space. Ancient Wisdom is great. That's the bottom of the deck. That's the Master Teacher card. We don't have very many of those. There's only about 5 in the whole deck, and that is you being a teacher. So holding a little wisdom in yourself. This relates to all the chakras because it's brown, so it's every single chakra in the body, and it's bringing that wisdom out and using that to help and heal others. So people who have this card generally have big life lessons, big emotional challenges, all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure that's resonating with you, but that makes us a bit of a spiritual teacher a lot of the time. So helping healing on that level. Jenny, hopefully that made sense for you. Penny Brand, feeling a bit empty. So Penny, I might just come to, where do I want to go for Penny? Fairies. Let's do fairies for Penny. Now I've got Paul, Justine with a D, Kyra, Alison, Kelly, Belinda, Colette, Elsie written down, and I've also got Belinda, and I'm doing mediumship with Belinda. So if you want any connections tonight, let me know what you are after. We've got another person with the same surname, I think. Yes, I just read for Journey, and I've got a Linda with the same surname. Wow, that's really cool. Who's passed, really need to hear from him. Linda, I wonder if you're related to Journey. Linda, I'm putting you on my list for mediumship. I just noticed you have the same surname as a lady I just read for. Father in Spirit. Yes, I am connecting to that. So I will do that in a moment. You're on my list, so I'm definitely doing that. Paul, guidance, career steps. How do I better activate my spiritual support team? Wow, Paul, big questions, big questions. I'll answer as much of that in the time allowed as I can. Paul Anthony Wallace, you are on my list, my friend. Career and activating spiritual support team. 2 very big questions. Spirit support team. Now I'm going to jump in and do a couple more connections. Penny Brand, feeling empty. But keep posting, guys. I will have my eyes shut for a moment. I'm not ignoring anyone, but just keep posting. Welcome to you Monday evening. It's great to have you here. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Now, I do try to come to as many people as possible, and I also do a free reading each week. So I have delivered that pretty much every week. So I'll either announce that. Generally, I'll announce that at the end. So someone that I didn't manage to get to that I really felt like needed it. I'm just flipping my cards back around the right way. For someone who felt that I really needed it, they really needed it. So I'll do a free 30-minute connection each week. So it's good to stay on till the end. and then just keep an eye on what who I announce, and then I'll send you a private message, or you can private message me on my business page. So it is good to stick around, because last week I didn't hear from someone. I did announce a winner and I didn't hear from them. And so, as you know, if you're not friends on Facebook, it's hard to contact people. So it is good to stick around and just see if you are that winner at the end. So Penny brand, feeling a little bit empty. Let's just see what's going on with Penny. Feeling a bit empty. What do I need to know with Penny? Penny, I'm just going to come into your energy for a second and just check what's going on. Penny, what I feel like is I want you to connect to angels in particular. I was just checking where they wanted me to go with that. Sometimes when we feel cut off from spirit can make us feel lonely, or set apart from, or cut off essentially. But I feel like I want to connect to angels, angelic connections in particular with you. So that's as easy as calling Archangel Michael into your room and just lying there and sort of feeling his energy come in, and feeling protected and safe. Michael was a really good one to work with, but I feel like that's going to be great. And then pass your concerns on to him. So if there's anything in particular that you need to get off your chest and that sort of thing, pass it on to him and allow him to take that. So I feel like handing it over. It's not your burden to carry. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to say. So handing over your concerns, all those things to Michael, but also feeling that angelic connection, so you're not feeling as cut off. That feels really important to me, because it does feel like spirit's around, but when our vibration's a little bit lower than it should be, we don't feel that. It's like when we lose someone and we're grieving a loved one, and it's like you can't connect to them. It's impossible because we're at a different vibration. That's why it's important for someone like me to keep my vibration so high so that I can connect and speak and communicate. Penny brand, let me just draw some cards for you, my friend. The other thing, Penny, with you is I feel like it'd be in the form of a vision board or a manifestation journal, but I feel like I want to have something to look forward to. This can also be planning a holiday, so something like that, but I feel like I need to have something to look forward to, because, COVID 2020, a lot of people have been a bit down in the dumps, and, what's come before and what's happening and what are restrictions and all this stuff. It can just really lower, your vibration. So I just feel to say, wow, these are powerful. Oh my God, what confirmation. What confirmation? Spirit's amazing. Oh my God, this is amazing. You've got the power is passed into now. That is taking back your power that can connect into solar plexus, which is our power center. So that is, the power's in your hands. It means that the ball's in your court. So it's just up to you to make the decision. That's passed into now. You've got the power. Perfect. Now this one's upside down. So there is some forgiveness happening in the present. Okay. Who do you need to forgive? That's in the present. Now the bottom of the deck may clarify this for you. Holiday. How amazing that. Amen. Amen. Incredible. So that's what I was just talking about. So the holiday is our clarifier there, because that was one of the options that I gave you, and the holiday's there. So I feel like, planning a trip, even if you're not putting money on it, because that's a little bit risky at the moment. We don't know. Everything's not totally certain, but definitely the holiday. It's coming up as a holiday for you. So that's incredible. Amen. Amen. Love life is there too. Now, who do you need to forgive in the present? Love life is the clarifier, bottom of the deck. So having a think about, partner, relationship there, whether or not we could do some like letting go. Essentially forgiveness is acceptance of people's differences, letting go, that sort of thing. So having a think about that and how that relates to relationship for you. Penny, thank you for allowing me to read for you. I was just reading my notes and I had watching written down. Isn't it funny where you look across and you like say what's written on your little notepad? Paul Anthony, Paul Anthony. Where do I want to come for Paul? General angel therapy. All right, Paul, I'm just coming to you now. Oh, hello, Don. Oh, we've got a few gents on here. Love that. Don Elbach. Beautiful. Yes, Don, you're on my list here. I've got a few guys down tonight. That's great. I actually did 2 readings for gents this week, last week, sorry, which was really cool. And I don't read for guys a lot. So that was awesome card. Yes, Don, you are on my list. All right, so we've got a little person on here who is messaging people. So I'm just going to, if you are on here and you are soliciting, then you will be blocked. So just letting you know that will happen. So if there's unauthorized sales, which is what I'm putting down here, then please know that I am reporting you and blocking you. Okay, good. So that is done. So anyone else who jumps on here, that is what will happen if you try and solicit. I will block you. So, beautiful. Okay, so getting back into it. Hello, Crystal, Manuel, little family. Ooh, Crystal, you've drawn my attention. Love that. Love that. Love your energy, Crystal. Love your energy. Good news for family in the new year. Beautiful. Gosh, you've got nice energy. Hello, Pavati, Rebecca, hello, Cindy, Grace, all the people who are watching my page, hello. It's so good to see everyone popping up tonight on this fine Monday evening. I'm just going to bring my image back up here. So, yes, just scrolling back down, making sure I'm at the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful. Latoya, hello, Latoya. Beautiful, yes. So Latoya, I've popped you on my list under mediumship. So you're on my list. So I have you, Takarangi. Same surname again. That's interesting. Another same surname. I've got Linda, Latoya, and Joni, all with the same surname. Auntie Casina. Beautiful. So I'm going to do some mediumship. It's like the whole family's on here, Latoya. The whole family. Fabulous. Paul Anthony is watching tonight. Lisa's watching with me. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Lisa. Cellos. Yes. You're on my list. General. I'm just going to put general down, Wade, but let me know if there's general stuff. No, that's all good. All right, Paul Anthony, just going to connect to you. Paul is newly watching, which is great, so thank you so much. Paul Anthony, just going to connect to your energy. Paul, what I just want to say, this is around heart space for me. It does feel a bit stressed in my heart space. I feel a bit tension here in heart space. So just watch that. I feel like even watch your blood pressure. I feel like I can not lose my cool, but just maybe overdo it. So maybe checking your blood pressure because I just feel a bit of pressure on heart space and it does feel a bit tense, a bit stressed. Yeah, okay, good. There's also something interesting with you moving forward and it's like kind of the unknown. So it's like looking forward and it's a bit uncertain. So let's see if we can get some guidance. Everything's just falling out of the deck. Let's see if we can get some guidance around that for you moving forward. I'm just going to draw some cards for Paul. And yeah, just watch that heart space, Paul. It's nothing, you know, I'm not saying anything serious is going on. It's just, it does feel like stress and tension. And it might be worth, you know, checking your blood pressure sometimes as well. And just making sure you're not overdoing it. Beautiful. Okay. Love, love, love. Wow, Paul. Oh my gosh. Third eye chakra, that is visions and dreams. Clairvoyance, essentially, but visions, dreams, seeing auras happens through there as well. But paying attention to visions and dreams for yourself at the moment. Now, what I was looking at was looking forward for you. So not knowing what's coming is okay. You know, we sometimes when we ask for things, we don't know what the end result is going to be, but it's like just trusting in the outcome, trusting in that, but just, you know, going along on the journey, essentially. So using the dreams to give you some guidance though, that's a bit of a dream thing for me. I like to dream, I have premonitions and sort of see what's coming in. So using that, the third eye, you're seeing your gift of sight to see what's coming in for you. Twin flames in the present, my friend, and that is your other half. So that's usually your feminine to your masculine. So twin flame is coming up in the present. So going to be something going on around that, whether she is coming in or they're already there and we're working through stuff. Twin flame can be big challenges, and sometimes it's the other person's running away from us, which is quite common with twin flames, and we're trying to convince them, you know, come back over here. So that is quite common. Now, if you get nervous focus on service, it's about doing something without expectation of a return or getting anything back for it. So doing something for free. So voluntary, feeding the homeless, you know, working with kids, you know, on a voluntary basis, or doing legal aid, you know, things like that where you don't expect anything in return, you actually get a hell of a lot in return. So if I have a slow day, I will try to do something like that to distract myself so that I don't get nervous, and then we get into a state of not being in balance, not in the vortex anymore. So that's bringing us back to the vortex. Now, this is interesting because Goddess is on the bottom of the deck. That's the clarifier. And we talked about the twin flame. That is our feminine aspect of our masculine self. So the Goddess is coming up as well here. So definitely connecting into that twin flame for you at the moment, goosebumps. So just watch that energy. But it feels like that person, let me just get some clarification. Coming up as romance, but it's coming up as elusive. So whether that person's dropping in and out, like I was sort of alluding to, but it feels elusive for me. So it's like a bird, you know, like, and they need their freedom or something like that. I just got a telemarketer or something calling me. Apologies, but something like that. It's a bit elusive for me. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Justine with a D. Now, did I get clarification from Justine around the granddaughter? Justine, I just wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to do the child cards for your granddaughter. But I will grab I will grab the children's wellbeing cards, and I'm going to do these a couple of times tonight. Now, if you do have kids watching at home, please let me know, because I have my beautiful children's wellbeing cards here. So I use them with families, little kids, as I said, babies, can give me some insight into babies, and it just lets us know what they're feeling. Hello, Happy Eclipse, Doralinda, Jaducci, Becca Meyer, dear friend whose anniversary is coming up. Mediumship from Eloise. Becca Meyer. Yes, Becca's one of my mentorship clients. So if you are interested in discovering and developing your abilities, Becca you may have seen in my group readings on my page. So Michelle R. Price, a light worker. We do group readings from time to time with Becca and Belinda, one of my other mentorship group people. Medium. So Becca, you're on my list, my friend. But yeah, Becca did my mentorship. Now, if you want to book readings or healings, there is a link in this post. You can click on the link and hit book now. But the link is in the post associated with this video. Kara, no, you are still coming, my friend. You're actually up next. So I'm doing Justine at the moment. Kara, you are after that. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. She's 16 months. Fabulous, Justine. I've just seen your message. Beautiful. Sienna, what do we need to know about Sienna, who is 16 months old? Now, if you do have children watching, as I said, let me know, and I can do some children's wellbeing cards. I've got a few people on my list, but I will do my best to get to as many people as possible. If you want to book any one-on-ones, readings, healings, or a reading healing combo, which is popular, click on the link in this post and hit book now. I do stay online and answer questions afterwards as well if you just want to have a chat and figure out a bit more info. So Justine, I'm just going to connect to Sienna, and let's see what we need to know there. Sienna, 16 months. Whoops. Justine, as I connect into Sienna's energy, I'm in my head. Now, it actually feels a bit kind of hot, or there's actually pressure. So it feels like pressure kind of around towards the back of my crown. So I'm not sure what that is, but I'll explain that and hopefully you'll understand what that means. But it almost feels like a bit of a headache to me. And it just feels a bit warm. So whether that's like a fever or something like that, it's a bit pressure behind my crown, just to the back of my crown. And I feel a bit headachy in the front. I also feel a bit sick in my gut, so in my stomach. So gut, solar plexus, that sort of area in my body. I feel a little bit unwell in there as well. Okay, so hopefully that's making sense. I'm just going to draw a few cards out here and see what else we need to know about little Sienna, who is 16 months old. Okay. What I want to say is it just feels like there's something amiss. So something we're missing is what I want to say. So something amiss. So I feel like, maybe get a bit more information, maybe see another person. But it does feel like there's something amiss that we're missing. Now, this is very good clarification for us, very good confirmation. I'm healthy is the message. But it doesn't necessarily, I read for, children who are quite unwell, but this is a positive, flip side of that. But it is connecting into root space, and I trust my body's wisdom. So that's our security, our foundation. That's why the tree's in the picture with the grass, growing on the grass, that's the foundation for the tree. So I'm healthy, and that is trusting our body, what our body's telling us. Now, as I'm tuning into Sienna, those are the things I'm feeling. So around the head, front, back, the headachy type feeling, and also feeling unwell in my gut, in my tummy. So in the present, this is all about solar plexus. So that's amazing confirmation, because that's where I'm feeling with this little one, with Sienna. now, and that is acting on inner guidance. So this can also be a message for the parents in terms of what we need to do moving forward and things like that. So that means wanting to do stuff, but maybe not, 100% at the moment, but it's acting on guidance, which is intuition. And another solar plexus one, moving forward. So it's really for me, because she's only little, the energy is around solar plexus and also root chakra, which is our foundation, grounding. And solar plexus is where I'm feeling quite unwell. Bottom of the deck again is security, and it is root chakra, so same thing. So I definitely be looking at those areas in the body, but in particular the gut, tummy, and just checking that out and getting another opinion, because something's amiss, is what they're saying. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Kyra, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. So life purpose for Kyra. Hello, everyone who's watching at the moment. Kyra's been waiting. Kyra, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. Hello, everyone on my page. Grace. Hello, Robert. Pumpkin spice. Oh, my God. Love that, Robert. Love that. Kasha, hello. Oh, Kasha, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. Wow, I just connected with Kasha recently. Grace, little 11-year-old brother Jai. Whee! Grace, that's awesome. Grace, I think I've got you. Have I got you on my list already? Maybe I don't. I thought I did. Grace Strelo, 11-year-old brother Jai. Beautiful. Grace, I'll pop you down here for the kids' cards, and we'll see. I may not get to you, but I'll pop you down because I love the kids and I love to, read for them. So, brother. That's awesome. Love, love, love. Kyra, just coming to you now, life purpose type of job. Now, Alison has the same kind of inquiry, so I'm doing Kyra and Alison very, very close together. And then Kelly, I'm coming to you for toddler and abilities there. Belinda Smith, hubby's exam. Colette Jade is a bit confused at the moment and needs to make a decision. So they're the people I'm coming to. Then I'm doing a little bit of mediumship if we have time, but I'm looking at that time and I do get carried away, don't I? Talk. Kyra, just going to come to you for life purpose type of job. So just having a look at that. And I do feel quite ambitious with you. Like I feel like, quite multi-talented is what I want to say. So that means a bunch of different abilities, learning, but it does feel quite different for me. So multi-talented, skilled, yeah. So just going to do life purpose and see what comes out of that. But I do feel like I've got drive is what I want to say. That drive does come from root chakra, passion, fire, motivation. So I feel like that's quite intact with you. In terms of type of job, we need to see what pops out, hey? Sometimes this does come from our intuition, our gut, and often I tell people to go back to childhood and see what they were good at then or what they really enjoyed doing. What's that natural ability? What's that thing that makes your heart sing? And see what resonates with you. So have a think about that as I'm drawing these cards. Strong. All right, love that. Now, animals is number one. This is all quite eclectic, as I suggested, with your energy. So animals is communicating, working with, helping, healing. Also an animal communicator. I'm an animal communicator myself. So being able to know what animals need, understand their feelings, if they're being mistreated, anything like that, really feeling into that with the animals. So very strong connection with the animals for you. Books is in the present. So that can be writing a book. But there's an author card. So that is sometimes more around the research and, it could be working in a library. Yeah, any of those things is working with books, engagement with books in particular for you. Now, moving forward, there's a bit of music coming in as well. So that's a very creative energy, very creative. And that actually works really well with the animals, the connection with the animals, and also the books in there as well. So it's quite eclectic, as I was saying to you. I'll just see what the overall message is here, because it's all very kind of all over the place for me. Crystals is on the bottom of the deck as well, just to confuse matters even more. Crystals, yeah, that's the purple, the amethyst, connecting into higher consciousness, higher self, meditation, things like that, crown space. So just to confuse matters more. All right, so let me just see what the overall is, because we want to type a job. What are we doing with life purpose? And this is for Kyra. Then I'm coming to Alison. Kyra, I gotta say, and I know it's not narrowing it down a lot, but it does feel like rolling different modalities into one for you. One of the things I do feel with you, and it hasn't come up so much in the cards exactly, but it's a bit of energy work, and sometimes that's really great for animals. So like a Reiki, things like that, connecting into animals in that way, but I feel like you've got a real sensitivity with that. The music, you know, it switches on my abilities. I always have to have music playing. You can hear that in the background here. So the music actually increases our vibration and allows us to, you know, connect with spirit, whatever it is we're doing in our work. But it's basically to raise our vibrations. So I feel like with you, raising my vibration, stepping into something a little bit different, but having a think about, you know, maybe the energy work, working with animals. You know, the books can be study as well. So learning a little bit more, and that's in the present. So have a think about that, see how that fits with you. Alison Pierce, life purpose. So same, just going to come to Alison. And thank you everyone who's watching. Steve. Hello, Steve. Mate, I have got a couple of people written down, but I will pop you down on my list because I can feel that you're a little bit in need of guidance. Kennedy, and we are feeling lost and in pain. Okay, so I've got you on my list, Steve. I can't guarantee I'll get there because I've got a lot of people, but I will do my best to get to you as soon as I can. Alison Pierce, life purpose as well, so asking around life purpose. There's a link in this post as well if you want to click that, and you can head to my page, click book now, or you can send me a message. I will stay online and check your messages after I finish doing this. So feel free to jump in and communicate or make a booking, whatever you like. Readings, healings, mediumship, I do my readings, mentorship, all those sorts of things. Alison Pierce, just coming to you for life purpose as well. I just want to connect to your energy and just see what I feel there though. Alison, I just feel a little bit of apprehension in my solar plexus. So I feel like you actually know what you need to be doing and the path that you're on. But it just feels like there's a bit of apprehension in solar plexus, and that's where we hold fear-based energies and emotions. It's also the emotional center, one of. So I just feel to do a little bit of, you know, deep breath work, that is breathing out. Anything, you know, that's not serving your greatest good and highest purpose, you can go out in the backyard, deep breath in, breathe it out, see it coming out as colored smoke, whatever works for you. But just clearing that energy would be good because I just feel a little bit of fear-based energy around that. That's the only thing holding you back. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. Confirmation. Yes. Creative expression. So that is creating. When we start the energy flow, that's how I started doing this. I did free readings for people just to start the energy flow, and away we go. So that is expressing yourself creatively, because what it's doing is getting the energy flowing down the left side of your body, which is your feminine. Hooray. So that's really great. That's starting the process, starting the ball rolling is what I want to say. So take the action, and then the life purpose and everything else is flowing from that. Letting go is in the present. Amazing. Yeah, letting go of the outcome, really important. And also walking away from anything which isn't serving your greatest good and highest purpose, which I was just talking about. Important to breathe that out. I'm feeling that in solar plexus for you. So letting go, incredible confirmation. Often we have cords in that solar plexus too. So letting go has a couple of meanings for me in that part of your body, which is where I'm quite drawn. Sensitivity is very interesting because that's usually an empath, someone who's quite empathic, who'll pick up energies from other people, carry it around, that sort of thing. So just watch that, and it means that you can be easily triggered, more easily triggered with the sensitivity. So for me, it's not so much about the life purpose and giving you a specific around that, but this says you can do anything, and that is coming from your solar plexus. So once you sort out the negative, you know, fear-based emotions and things sitting in there, we're good to go, and that is you can do anything you want. So it's not narrowing it down, but I do feel like there's some work to be done. So hopefully that will make sense for you, Alison. So I feel like just start the work, and that is that creative expression, and see what flows from that, because we need to do the work before we can do this. So Kelly, thank you, Alison. Kelly, just going to come to you. You've got a toddler, and we want to know about their abilities, hey, which is really fun. So I'm using those children's wellbeing cards if you are just tuning in. They're designed by a doctor, not the drawings, but the actual meanings and all that sort of stuff. So it's really, really awesome, and I'm very, very grateful. Oh, thank you, Beverly. Yeah, very, very grateful for that. Paul, awesome. That's good feedback. Thank you. I haven't even got to you yet. Haven't actually got to you yet. Maybe Paul thought I was reading for him before. Kelly Gillich, toddler and abilities. So let's just come to Kelly. Toddler and abilities. What do we need to know here? Oh, wow. Kelly, what your toddler's doing and what I'm seeing is actually like seeing orbs. So little balls of light. So you might notice your toddler sort of looking around like that, but it's little orbs that I'm seeing. And it's almost like I can touch them or something. It almost feels like they're landing on my hand or something like that. And it's quite fun and joyful. So that is interesting. The one thing you may have is night terrors with this one, because when they're gifted, you know, they can see, they're quite open. So they may have the night terrors, and that may be something you need to look out for. That can be them as they get older, jumping into bed, you know, needing the night light on, stuff like that. So just watch things like that, but definitely gifted. And at the moment it's light energy, and the little orbs, you know, I can see that, and it's almost like I can catch it on my hand or something. Very interesting. Oh yeah. Yeah. Great. I am brilliant. That's a universal one. You can see divine energy. Now that shows me that they've been around a few times. It's big card. You can see that. And it is connecting into crown space. So we've got another crown space card. We've had a few of those tonight, the purple ones. So connecting up here. That means a strong connection with spirit. Now, with your toddler, you may notice, you know, the terrible twos, like all that sort of stuff can be quite traumatic, because they remember, you know, what it was like to be a spirit, and then they kind of go, oh my God, I'm stuck here. And it can be difficult for them to adjust. So just keep an eye out for that. If that hasn't already happened, that is quite common in gifted children. I'm abundant is in the present. That's root chakra. So appreciating my blessings. So that's an understanding of the flow, the energy flow. So very wise little toddler you've got there. Appreciating my blessings, abundance, root chakra. So that is, you know, the basis of everything. And that's our foundation. So I'm safe, and that's worthy of having my needs met. So as they grow, these sometimes make a little bit more sense as well. But that is a lot to do with root chakra. So it's important with this one to make sure that that foundation for them is really nurtured. So making them feel safe, secure. You know, sometimes that is calling Archangel Michael in as well. So I feel like that will be important, because otherwise it can throw that root chakra out of whack. So calling Archangel Michael in to protect, because you've got a gifted little kid, and that's shown with that crown space card there. So Kelly, hopefully that makes sense for you. Belinda Smith, I'm just going to draw around hubby's exam. Belinda Smith, where do we want to come for Belinda's hubby? General. Okay, yes, good. All right, Belinda, just going to draw around hubby's exam. What do we need to know about hubby's exam? Belinda, I feel like he's been very studious. I don't feel like he's been slacking off, which is good. So just feeling into his energy. There is some nervousness, but I feel like he hasn't been slacking off, so that's good. I feel like he put all the work in. I do feel a little bit stressed in my throat. I don't know that that's just connected to the exam, but I do feel a bit tight in my throat. Yeah. I feel like very high standards with him as well. So I feel like, you know, he's got pretty high standards are up here, and that's a good thing, because when we have really high expectations, it means that we strive to be better rather than just going, look, if I pass, I'll be happy. And I often tell people that aim higher, you know, than that 50% mark, because then hopefully you will pass. Now, past into now, this one was actually facing up. I'm not sure how that happened, but that is shielding and protecting your energy. So that stress I was sort of feeling in his throat, it can be relating to that, but also protecting yourself against others, you know, the energy from others, and not allowing yourself to be influenced by that. So quite sensitive. Workshops and seminars, hooray. We're talking about exams, so that's perfect. And indigo, that is an indigo child, so a child who's quite gifted. Now, it's not just about the work, the career, but we could be talking about those two together. You'll understand what I'm saying with that. So a child who is quite gifted, and also needing to protect our energy against that. Yeah, so you'll understand what I'm saying when I say that. So hubby's exam, I'm feeling he's put in the work. He's not slacking off in the lead up to this. There is a little bit of stress in the throat, but workshops and seminars is in the present, and I have a really good vibe around. I don't have a super negative vibe or any warnings for you. So I feel like that's really, really good news. So optimism, hoping for the best. Colette Jade is a little bit confused. She's got a choice to make. There's some negativity around that. So just going to come to Colette and run through that. Colette Jade, a little bit confused, Got a choice to make, negative or positive. Let me just come into your energy, Colette. Might just grab some lavender. Increasing sensitivity. Choices. Let's just jump into Colette's energy for a moment. Colette, this is an interesting one. The way that Spirit's showing me is the glass half empty, the glass half full. So it's like positive or negative, pessimism or optimism, that sort of thing. So glass half empty, glass half full. It feels like whichever way I look at it, like I could look at it from different perspectives, is what I want to say first. I feel like trusting that, it's kind of claircognizance or that inner knowing, trusting that. It's sort of intuition is what I want to say. So trusting that, I feel like your gut's telling you what you should be doing. And I feel like, you know, it's good if you can get confirmation for sure, but I feel like your gut's giving you all the answers that you need. Does feel like a little bit of resistance. And resistance just makes things a bit harder, and this is before I make the choice. There is a little bit of resistance before I make the decision, but I feel like I know what I need to do. But it's just resistance at the moment. I'm just going to draw a couple of cards for you to give me some clarification around what we're talking about. Look, the future does feel brighter, I've got to say. So I do feel making the decision, making that choice, taking that leap, I do feel like the future past that is brighter. I'm seeing more light. So I feel like it's the right decision. I don't know that you'd be coming here and sort of asking me if you, you know, completely were against the idea. But number one for you is forward movement. Yeah, so that's the action. So that's great confirmation of what I was just talking about. I feel like doing it. And there's light. There's more light coming, okay? So it's not easy. It does feel like resistance at the moment. That's the only reason we're not doing it. Unconditional love, important. So that's compassion. Sensitive for yourself, sensitive for others around you, unconditional love, no judgment essentially. So no judgment of myself, no judgment of others, unconditional, that's in the present. Now moving forward, it is compassion. So they're all very similar, aren't they? Very, very similar. So sensitive, treading with care, knowing that, you know, things may be a little bit more challenging, difficult before they get easier. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like that's a great way to go. The choice feels positive for me. That's confirmed by forward movement. Now triggers, there'll be a few of those in the meantime. So triggers, there's lots of family in there, lots of things around us that are triggering. People are getting triggered at the moment. We were having this conversation with some of the other spiritual realm workers that I work with. So lots of triggering going on at the moment. Just be aware you're not alone. Other people are going through the exact same thing. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Elsie, just going to come to you now. I'm not going to have time to do the mediumship. I apologise. I was going to try my best to get there. But it's just going to take a little bit too much time. So Elsie, I'm just going to come to you. But I can draw a couple of cards for the other people who wanted cards if that's what you would like. But I just need to get to some of the card people and we will head through those because the mediumship's just going to take a little time to connect and get that happening. Elsie Gaboo Marad, just going to come to you and see what we need to know there. Just after some guidance. Yeah, I do feel a little confused. All right, just going to draw a few cards for Elsie. If I do have time, I'll jump back into that. But I just wanted to get through a few of the people who've been hanging on. Good. All right. Beautiful. Power, power, power. Elsie, autumn. Autumn, that's everything realized, happening, done and dusted. So autumn. So that'll be coming into next year, I'm guessing. Is that after summer? Autumn? I'm not very good with months. Autumn. So that's coming into next year. That's everything coming together and into fruition. Now, affirmations, being positive, thinking positively, sending positive vibes out, mantras, you know, anything like that that builds up your energy, builds up your vibration, is affirmation. So that's in the present, keeping a positive mind, being optimistic. And then children is moving forward. So that can be working with healing children, you know, all of that stuff, but it can also relate to pregnancy, conception, all those sorts of things. So that's in the future. And you've got the power. So the ball is in your court. You've got the power. That's a little girl walking the tightrope. So you've got the power. The ball is in your court, my friend. So that autumn card is when everything is coming into play. That is passed into now though too, so it could show that that's when we started thinking about this thing, bringing that person in, that little family member. So autumn is coming up for you as well. Paul Anthony Wallace is after career, so I'm just going to come to Paul Anthony Wallace, career, and he was asking about spirit support team as well, I believe. So Paul Anthony Wallace, just coming to you now. Now Colette Jade, hello. Wow. Yes, good. Colette, thank you for the wonderful feedback. I love to hear what is going on with people and if they can resonate or not. So that's wonderful. Thanks, Colette. I really appreciate it. Laurie, you're not at the moment. Hello, Adonia. Laurie, you're not at the moment. I do have quite a long list, but if you tune in next week from 6:15, then I will keep an eye out for you. So we start from 6:15 Queensland time, 7:15 in the southern states, daylight saving time. So if you want to tune in next week, Laurie, I will have a look out for you. Paul Anthony Wallace, career spirit support team. Let's just see what I need to know about Paul. Paul, really good connection to crown space for you. So up here, crown space. It's a really great connection to spirit. So strong, really strong, which is fabulous. Your energy's gorgeous. All my hair's standing up on end. So you've got a great spirit support team. There's no concerns about that. I like to connect to sometimes when I'm running, I get the names of different, members of my team. I teach it in mentorship, but also dreams. Sometimes they'll come to me in a dream, or if I do a guided meditation, I might ask to go and talk to them and commune. So that might be something worth trying for yourself. But yeah, really strong connection up here with crown space, and like, ooh, all my hair standing on end. Amazing. Let me just have a look at career. I'm just going to draw a couple of cards. These are my life purpose cards, which is Drawing Virtue. So I'm just going to draw from here and just see what we need to know. Paul, you've got a good support team, really good. So I feel like, connecting through the dreams, all that sort of thing, as I said, but they have a very strong presence around you. So you're very well supported, very well supported. Nutrition, excellent. That is raising vibrations. It can also be working with nutrition, but for you, I feel like that's plant-based, raising vibrations, keeping them nice and high, that sort of thing. That's passed into now. In the present, that can be working for fairness and justice for others. So lawyer, legal aid, humanitarian, those sorts of things, working for justice for others, even social workers, I would say, because it's helping other people who are going through some stuff not have to go through, everything that you've been through in your life. So just trying to vent that for others, working with people in that way. Travel is what we're doing as well. That's around career. So our life purpose can take us places. I mean, look, I'm going all around the world, but I'm not physically doing it. I'm doing it on Zoom. So that can relate to that as well, connecting via that and going further. And then we're doing a little bit more of this. It's a little bit of study. And that's in terms of moving forward. But for you, I feel spiritual realm, because I just feel this really strong connection to crown space. And we've got the owl there, and the owl is incredibly wise. And often when I have the owl come through on this card, it's an ascended master coming through for you. So that's usually connecting into ascended masters. So I feel really strong spirit energy around you, and it is amazing. So it's lovely to connect with people with that sort of energy. Don Elbach, I'm just going to come to general for Don. These are Goddess Guidance. They are my Drawing Virtue cards. Now, if you want to book one-on-ones, I'm available for readings and healings. I'm a chronic energy healer and Reiki practitioner, and I do a combo. So I can do a combo, reading healing combo, which is really popular, and more than happy to do that. Now, Don Elbach, thank you so much for watching too on this Monday night. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so Don Elbach, just going to come to you and see what we need to know there. What is Don doing? Don, it's interesting. Don, very connected to left side of brain, which is right side of the body. So that's quite, can be quite practical. So that's interesting. Not getting the super spiritual vibe that I did get from the previous gentleman, which was Paul. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Left side of brain, right side of body at the moment for me. A little bit practical. What else do I need to know about Don? Good heart space as well. So really strong heart center, quite drawn there with you. Let's just see. Goddess Guidance. What do I need to know about Don? Don, with you as well, it's like putting my shoes on and lacing them up and just going. I feel like doing more walking, getting out, the action, exercise, moving the energy around my body, stuff like that. But having a look at putting my shoes on, getting out. Now, this has been coming up a little bit tonight with different people. Unconditional love, that's upside down. So that's loving yourself a little bit more than we are at the moment. And also having no judgment. So no judgment for self. It's like whatever I'm doing is enough. I'm perfect, I am, all of those beautiful phrases that we say. So unconditional love, this is for you, past into now. Focused intention, not losing sight of your goals. So that's the most important thing. What you want to do, what are your goals, not listening to others, whether they're naysayers or not, but keeping your eye on the prize in the present. True love is looking ahead. So that is reconnecting with your loved one, the person in your life at the moment, or that love coming in, the new romance coming in. Bottom of the deck is bodies of water, and that's around emotion, and that is the feminine element in the body. It's also a bit around emotion. Water is emotion, but also feminine. So going with the flow, that sort of thing. I do feel like with you, it's more of the balance, coming it back into the feminine more, because at the moment it's left brain, right body. We want to come into right brain a little bit, left sided body, and that's what this is. So balancing out your feminine with your masculine. Very masculine for me at the moment, coming very much into that side of our body. Don, hopefully that makes sense for you. Crystal Manuel, good news for family. Now I love this. I love this. I'm going to do my fairies for this, Crystal. So let me just come to Crystal. Oh, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, good, Paul. That's excellent. I'm glad that you stayed on. I love to hear the feedback. So, yes, I do start at 6:15 each week, and the earlier you get in, the more chances you have of getting a reading, which is amazing. So, yeah, I'd love to connect. This is my favorite part of the week, and then I'd love to connect with you one-on-one if you feel to do that as well. Readings, healings, all of the above. The link is in this post, and you can click book now and check my availability. But I will be online. I'll stay online and answer questions, anything that you have as well. Crystal Manuel, good news for family. Let's just come into your energy, Crystal. And I did feel spirit energy around you as well, Crystal, and heart space. It was very nice vibration. Okay, let me just come back here. Crystal, very motherly, very compassionate, nurturing, all of that sort of stuff. Very motherly energy. I feel very safe in your energy as well, very safe in your space. So that's wonderful. Yeah, really good. Very nurturing, very feminine. Yep, okay. Sacral, yeah, sacral's a focus, beautiful. That's fertility. That's also, you know, creating new ideas, new projects, all that sort of stuff. But I feel like sacral is a bit of a focus with you. So let's see. I'm going to draw out some cards. This is for Crystal. Good news for the family in the new year. Let us see. Let us see. Crystal, I am seeing a little girl too, so I don't know if this is around your inquiry or if you've got another little girl coming through, but it does feel like little girl, curly blonde hair for me, pale skin. So seeing a little girl here, very, very cute. So I do see sometimes family members, you know, spirit family, little girls, little boys, you know, before they come through, or if we've lost someone, I'll see them on this side as well. Little blonde girl, curly hair, very cute, pale skin. So very, very beautiful. Now, this is good confirmation. Everything's okay, past into now. Hopefully another child is on the cards for you. Everything's okay, everything's working out perfectly. That's the light worker with the beautiful healing hands. In the present, it's flower power. That is rescue remedy, making sure that we keep our vibrations nice and high in the present. Not just rescue remedy, bark flower remedies, I should say. Now, that one is pregnancy and conception. So hopefully, I'm seeing this little blonde girl here. Hopefully that's resonating with you. But that's pregnancy and conception. It can relate to a significant birthday, things like that as well. But I'm feeling more the pregnancy and conception. So hopefully, Crystal, that is making sense for you. Lisa, I'm just going to come to you as well. So apologies for missing the mediumship tonight. I do try and do that. It does take a little bit of time. Then I was looking at the time and thinking, oh my gosh, we're running out of time. So Lisa, I'm just going to come to you. So just going to do some... Rachel Smith just tuned in. Thank you, Zoe. Beautiful. Kimberly, hello, lovely. Hello. I won't have time to do any mediumship now, my friend. But yeah, if you tune in each week, oh, beautiful. Thank you, Kimberly. Love, love, love. If you tune in, then try to get here as close to 6:15 our time, 7:15 in the southern states, and then I will definitely try to get to you each week. Lisa, just going to draw general for you. So let's just feel into your energy and see what needs to come through for you. Lisa, oddly enough, I feel to recommend being around animals at the moment. So whatever capacity that can come in, if you've got pets or something like that. But I feel like that sort of energy is really good. It's the unconditional love. We've been talking a bit about unconditional love tonight. A lot of people are getting triggered at the moment. So I feel like that's really important. So just having a feel into that, the animal energy, unconditional love, that sort of thing just feels really good. No judgment. Feels good for you at the moment. Love, I also feel crystals, so if you have some, great, but I just feel like crystals will be really supportive at the moment. Let's see if they can give me something in particular, maybe a rose quartz, like a pink rose quartz or something like that would be really handy. That's around unconditional love. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. So that's really good, positive. So that would be great. So if we can get some of that if you don't have any rose quartz. That is clearing. cutting cords, not doing things the same way, cutting ties to anything negative, anything which isn't serving our greatest good and highest purpose. So getting clear, yeah. It's also being clear with what you want to bring in. So it's also being about writing down. You can see she's got a journal there, writing down what you want to bring in and being very, very specific. So manifesting that. So that's in the past leading into now, being specific about what you want, because if you don't ask, you don't get. In the present, it is intention. So this is very, very good for you. These cards are just so beautiful. That's an 11, which is a master number. It can't be broken down any further in numerology. So intention is, what is your intention moving forward? What is it you want to bring in? What's your reason behind that? Intention is so important. It's important for me when I'm doing my readings. So that's really important to do that as well. So the other card that we have is alternatives. So it's looking at the options. You know, is there an alternative? Is there an alternate path? You know, something else I could be doing, something different. So having a think about that and how that resonates with you, but maybe we're on heading down a different path. So that's looking at an alternative. Transformation is the butterflies. That's the bottom of the deck, and that is you coming out of your little chrysalis, and here we are. So that's the overall message. So it does feel like a transformation. It does feel like a different direction for me. Alternatives, looking at what else we could be doing with our life. That is the full moon there too. You can see the full moon there. We've got a full moon at the moment. How perfect is that? Amazing. So really good energy for this to happen. That's also receiving. Number 40 is receiving, being receptive. That's feminine energy as well. Lisa, I hope that made sense for you, but having a look at things a little bit differently. Okay, so I'm going to finish up. Thank you so much. Now, keep your eye out for message requests. If I message you, there are a couple of people on my list I didn't get to, which I'm disappointed about, and I want to get to them. Good night, Wendy. So yes, keep your eye on message requests. I won't always know where you are. And I won't be able to connect with you from my business account. So you'll have to look at message requests, but I will likely do. That is Whispers of Healing, Trudy, which is that one. It's beautiful, hey? Angela Hartfield. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So thank you. And if you want to do a reading or healing with me or anything like that, there's a link in this post, and click that and book now. And I look forward to seeing you this week. All right, chat soon. Bye.